Hello, I'm Teacher Romel, your science teacher. Today we will discuss the different layers of the Earth. We will discuss crust, mantle, and core and different types, layers, and even divisions of these layers. Let us proceed with crust. Crust is the outer layer of the Earth. Crust of the Earth is broken into many pieces called plates. Plates can be differentiated into two plates or crust. Later on, we will discuss them. But in the representation in a hard-boiled egg, crust is represented as the shell of the egg. We have two types of crust. We have the continental crust and oceanic crust. What is their difference? Continental crust is composed mostly of granite, while oceanic crust is composed of a volcanic lava called basalt. Oceanic crust is more dense than the continental crust. That is why oceanic crust can be found beneath or below the continental crust. The reason of this is because of the composition of the rocks found. For oceanic crust, as mentioned earlier, it is found or it is composed of basalt, while for continental, it is simply or composed of granite. Or simply saying that continental crust is the land part, while oceanic crust is the ocean part of the crust. Before we proceed with the next layer, which is the mantle, let us first discuss the discontinuity, or a line, or as imaginary line, or the boundary that separates the crust and the mantle. They call it as the Moho discontinuity. It was named after Andrija Mohorovičić in 1909. He is a Croatian seismologist. So again, Mohorovičić discontinuity or Moho is a boundary that separates the crust and the mantle. Let us now proceed with mantle. Mantle is the layer below the crust. Mantle is the largest layer of the Earth. It is made mostly of silicon, oxygen, iron, and magnesium. Special feature in the mantle is the asthenosphere. Asthenosphere is the layer of the mantle by which we can find what we call as our magma. Okay, later on in our discussion, we will go deeper with that. Its temperature ranges from 870 degrees Celsius in the upper part and 4,000 or 4,400 degrees Celsius in the lower part. As you observe, as you go deeper and deeper to the different layers of the Earth, it is getting warmer or hotter. So as you go to the center, it becomes hotter and hotter. Okay? So we have the three layers, the lithosphere, asthenosphere, and mesosphere. Lithosphere is the layer where rocks are formed. Asthenosphere is where the magma is formed. Okay? This is the special layer in the mantle where convection current occurs. When we say convection current, it is actually a process in which the plates on top are moving. This is the reason why the Earth is actually constant, or the plates are constant in motion, or they are really moving. No? So number 3, we have the mesosphere, from the word meso, which means middle. Let's proceed with core. Core is the center of the Earth. It is actually the hottest layer of the Earth. It is divided into two. Okay? Later, we will discuss by these two. Gutenberg discontinuity. It was named after a German seismologist, Benno Gutenberg, who discovered it in 1914. It is actually a boundary that separates the core and the mantle. So, same thing with crust and mantle, we have Moho. While for core and mantle, the boundary that separates the two is the Gutenberg discontinuity. Let us proceed now with the two divisions of core. We have the outer core. Outer core is made up of liquid iron and nickel. liquid in the outer core is believed to influence the Earth's magnetic field called geomagnetism. So, outer core is very important in terms of its magnetism or magnetic influence to the Earth. While the inner core, the temperature in the inner core is about 6,600 degrees Celsius. Metals are squeezed together and are not able to move. And it is a solid core. The main difference between the two, which is the inner core and the outer core, is that its phase. The inner core is solid while the outer core is liquid. Why it's solid? Why inner core is solid? Because of the temperature plus the pressure. Okay? So, we're done with the different layers of the Earth. So, we have the crust, mantle, and core. So, let's now answer this activity. Label the different layers of the Earth. Kindly get your paper. Answer number 1. Number 2. Number 3 and 4, they are the two parts. 5, 6, 7 is actually the liquid, the liquid part, while number 8 is the hottest or the solid part. Okay, thank you for watching.